after all. Glasses. Oh my God, they're dirty. Oh look, there's 3 gorgeous women.
Where?
So taller.
And skinnier.
Well, I'm also just taller.
We
I need to go buy a journal.
we will all be skinny shortly because my doctor has yelled at me and you're making great strides and she's already skinny. Oh, Casey's watching. Never mind. It's just Casey. Who
You
cares?
know there's somebody besides you.
I know there's somebody besides Casey, but I don't know who it is because Casey's picture's the only one showing.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know who that is because I can barely see the telephone, let alone see who's in it.
I can't tell.
So hello, welcome whoever you are. Sorry we're late.
Oh, it's Tina.
Tina. Oh, hello Tina. We are all 3 trying to get on screen. So we have Kaci,
Edith.
and Sarah, and we do tarot readings. Miniature readings. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Mini tarot readings for those who are watching. And then Kaci is moderating, so she's doing a list.
Guess they only need their name.
Mm-hmm.
And then in case people want to talk to multiple people, I now have room.
Hi, Birdie.
Not multiple people.
Yeah, that was
Or people.
more people.
Or spirit guides.
Or spirit
And
guides.
sometimes, if when I'm writing it down, I hear something, I'll put it in the notes, but sometimes it takes up so much room I can't. So now I agree to write stuff.
Do you need like a bigger journal or a bigger notepad, or
I don't know.
you don't know? Okay.
I don't know.
Birdie. Hey, Birdie.
Hello.
Sorry, we're running a little behind. We were trying to get organized.
We were trying to figure out how to fit 3 people around a very small table in a small dining room.
Well, technically, we could fit 6 people at this table if we all really wanted to eat elbow to elbow, but you know.
You're not helping my cause.
It is. We're trying to squeeze 3 people into this much room. And for some of us who are skinny, it's okay. But for others of us who aren't so skinny,
Wide loads.
So the rules are you get, welcome by the way, you get 1 mini tarot reading per person. And you have to be on your own Facebook page watching. Not that I'm trying to increase my friends list. We're trying to eliminate, oh, my cousin's brother's uncle is here and he wants a reading. And we're trying to eliminate that kind of thing. And so that's why. And if you want to talk to someone on the other side, you need to tell us their name and the date they died.
Or you can say your spirit guide.
Or you can say your spirit guides if you want to talk specifically with your spirit guides.
But no more anyone or anything, because that brings in anyone or anything.
And sometimes they don't leave.
Exactly. Well, sometimes we don't know. Well, I don't notice that. I guess it's because, hey, Krista, I actually saw that. Sometimes we don't always, like with myself, I feel the energy all the time, so I don't always notice when it's new or when someone has come in. So it's sometimes they don't make themselves known until after we're off the air and they start creating havoc.
Yeah, and I've had my eye open since I was a baby, so I've always chalked it up to imaginations.
Yeah,
I'm just so used to having everything around. It's just background noise.
So sometimes that's part of the reason why sometimes it's hard to get in touch with people on the other side is because we always feel it. And so it's not always special. Except when you're trying to ignore people in Walmart, then it sometimes becomes impossible. So, in one word, tell us how your day has been or your week has been. Tell us how you are right this second, in one word. Mine would be, let's see, what would my word be? It's been pretty cool. I know it was more than one word. What about yours?
My day?
Your day, your week, how are you feeling? What's going on?
Meetings.
Uh-huh.
That is this week. Not bad things, but oh my word.
Well, meetings are to get organized. Are you organized?
I could be more organized. I'm very organized, but the way things are blowing up in a good way, I need more of me.
I keep trying to tell you,
She
you need to
does
hire an
know.
assistant manager.
You know, I can't even hire somebody to throw a boat part-time. Trying to find that assistant manager. I did, however, try.
You kind of already have two of them. They're called Christine and Cynthia
Yeah, Christine and Cindy. Yes, but I need somebody
on site.
on site. Somebody who can, if I can't be there, go run and take care of whatever fire needs to be put out. I did, however, there's a guy that works at the River Authority I've known for a while. He's the director. He's the one that issues my permits. I was like, hey, so-and-so, if you don't like your job much anymore, come see me because I will snatch you away quick. And he was like, I planted a seed today.
Very
That will grow.
good. Very good. You know, I keep extra pins in the witchy jar over there next to the toaster broiler oven that you couldn't see.
Okay, this is just like my lucky pen. I've
Okay.
had this since like freshman year. And
It's
it
her
has
lucky
not done
pin. All right.
that. I've refilled it once, but
Oh, very
it's got
nice.
its names, all the
Oh, I see. It's one of those magic pins.
yeah, and it shows all the Alamo colleges.
Yeah.
It's just my lucky pen.
Okay. So, questions are welcome anytime. If we missed you, say so again because it's easy enough to do. There's three of us here doing this and only one of us taking notes. Guess which one that is. And it's easy enough to miss. So just speak up. Don't sit there and go, oh man, they hate me. Well, we don't. We just missed you. That's all. So how was your day, week? What are you feeling in one word?
What's the word? Complete. I got a lot of stuff.
I keep forgetting to turn those things off. I'm sorry. That was a text notification. Sorry, too late now. Can't do anything about it. All right, so who's first and who wants to go first? I think I went first last time, so why don't you go first this time?
Okay.
Oh, I forgot.
Don't forget, if you're actually finding some value in this, invite your friends.
I was noticing that we're not seeing anybody talking, but it's showing up on
I'm
hers.
seeing.
I noticed that
Yeah.
myself.
Because
I don't-
usually I can read it and be like,
Yeah.
oh, they said this, and I can't see
So we're not
anything.
seeing it on the screen, so you're going to have to keep track of when people say stuff.
You're going to have to let us know if they're talking to us, because we can't see. Like, we asked everybody, in word, how was your week? And we can't.
All right, let's
See
see.
it.
Someone said busy.
Someone who...
Dina, and that's it.
Oh, what?
Okay, well, never mind. Forget that. We don't care how your week has been. How's that sound? I look like I have a thing coming out of my head.
You do.
It's a wall art sculpture thing. And it looks like it's coming out of my head. That's all right.
Miss Christine says she's tired.
Have you been overworking that poor woman? Is the
Never. Never.
AC, is the AC up enough for you? Oh, no, we're in tight quarters,
Yeah, it's
so
okay.
you sure? Because we can turn it down some more. Or you can, because you're the only one that can get up at the moment.
Unless they want to see, like, my back go across to do the AC.
Yeah, exactly. No one wants to see your back, so you know.
Who's first?
I don't know, but what happened to my water?
I put it in.
Here it is. Ugh. First is Birdie.
Yes, first is Birdie.
Hey, Birdie. Oh, ooh.
Miss Christine said, no, Miss, you have a horn. You don't have a horn. You're a unicorn.
Little monkey, yeah, I'm a unicorn. We'll go with unicorn. Not like half a devil horn.
So, Birdie, the first one I have for you is the black shuck. This is the card of death, not literally you dying. It's just the end of something. The end of a road, the end of a path, the end of a journey, the end of an argument. So whatever you've been dealing with, it's done. Win, lose, or draw, it's done, you're moving on. And I don't think it's necessarily anything bad, because the next one says, since it's done, go party, go celebrate. Whatever it was, the fact that it ended is actually a good thing for you. So sort of enjoy the glow and reap the rewards of whatever it was that just ended. And the last one is the 7 of Spells. For this one, it's like, don't poke the dragon. The dragon's sitting there trying to figure out if there's friends or foes, and the elves are sitting there trying to figure out if the dragon is a friend or foe. But at the end of the day, all it takes is one of you to make the other one a foe. So look at your situation, see what's going on, and figure out if you want to be like, cool, you're on my side, or if you want to be like, hey, I don't like you. This is the don't poke the dragon card, because they got sticks and they're poking the dragon.
Not always a good idea to poke dragons.
No. So,
Or
for Birdie,
dogs or mean people.
whatever it is, it's said and done. Enjoy it. And whatever else is coming your way, don't poke the dragon. So, it may not always be bad. It could be something very well on your side.
So it feels like someone's got like their hands right here. Like they're resting their hands right here, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. You have Tina.
I have Tina.
You have Tina.
Tina. The first card I have for you is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Oh, for all of you, my work computer is now fixed. Yay! So if I can use it this weekend, my computer will go in the shop Monday. When my computer comes back, we'll have lots of positive changes to this show. So we'll deal with this for right now. So give us a couple more weeks, and the equipment will get a lot better. This is the, what is it again? The Page of Cups. Listen, Spirit is asking you to pay attention, because Spirit is trying to tell you something. Spirit is trying to say, what is Spirit trying to say? Spirit's trying to say, this is the 8 of Coins. This is, you've got everything you need to learn what you need to learn. You've got a good head on your shoulders. You've got knowledge coming your way. So you can put that knowledge to use. This is the 6 of Wands. Put that knowledge to use and move away from situations that don't serve you. Move away from events and situations that hold you back, because there's no need for it. Absolutely no need to be held back any further.
Alright, next is Krista.
Who?
Krista.
Krista. Okay, Krista, the first one I have for you is the Sunlight card. This one is the happiest card in the deck. It's saying great things are coming your way, sun's shining, music's playing, all's good, gifts are headed your way. Hey, there's your next 3 cards right there. This one doesn't get drawn very much.
No, it doesn't.
So, congratulations, you get the special All Things Are Wonderful card. The next one I have for you is the 9 of Spells. This is about standing in your own magic and protecting yourself. If you look, you know, it's a scary background. She's in the dark in the woods. There's these things peering out at her. She doesn't know if it's friend or foe, but she's able to stand in her own magic, make that circle of protection around her. So while you have great things coming, just remember it's all within you to protect yourself. And the last one I have is the 3 of Spells. This is about making that wish and making that magic and setting it free for the universe to make happen. This is what I do.
Yes,
People
it
wonder
is
how
very much.
I do what I do. I make plans, I go with ideas, I build it, and then I send it out to the universe to take care of it for me and send it back.
Yes.
So with this one, that's all about you. So that idea you have, make plans, but trust in the fact that your spirit guides and God and everybody will help you with it. You just got to be able to listen. So send it out. That's what these are. These are little wish lanterns being sent down the river. So.
All right. Next is Christine Graham.
Christine, 3 cards that jumped out of the deck. The first one was the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about listening, communing with spirit, communing with God, with your higher power, but listening on a soul level so that it trickles. When we listen at a soul level, it sort of is like the trickle down thing that eventually just sort of reaches us. Because you also have the card of the apprentice. The card is someone who has everything you need. You just, because they've given you the information, now you need to apply it in your life so that you can become the master at what it is you do. But you spend a lot of time sometimes not listening. And it's like they're saying, she's just pretending to listen. She's not actually doing it. I don't think that's the case. I think you don't actively listen. You passively listen, and that's the difference. They want you to actively listen. So here shortly, I'll be doing meditations on Facebook and YouTube. So everybody can meditate along with Edith. Oh, there we go. Meditate with Edith. What do you think?
I do it, done it.
You would?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I got one fan. Would you? See, we're a fan club. Oh, by the way, you said something earlier that. Remind me to get back to that, please.
Uh-oh.
I'm doing a mental note. Please say to me, what was that mental note? Yeah. That was not a bad thing. It's just she said something that made me go, huh? And I've been doing that to people like for the last 2 weeks. I've been making them think. So I guess I'm getting paid back. I hope that makes sense, Christine.
Kristen said she would meditate with you. And so did Anne.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, there we go. That's the universe saying, do it, do it, do it.
Miss Christine says thank you.
You're welcome.
They've been saying thank you, you guys.
Well,
just
of course
can't
they
see it.
do.
Oh, look, now you can see
What
it.
are you doing?
She's asking to come up.
No, she was sharpening her claws on
Oh.
something down there.
Oh, look, you can see the...
Yeah, it started working.
Yeah.
See what, sir? Oh.
It
Oh.
says.
Well, now I don't have my glasses on. I can see Diddley Squad over there. Next.
Next is Yolanda.
Okay, Yolanda. The first one I have for you is the Strength card. My cards are my favorites. But so this is off the tale of Red Riding Hood, the little girl scared in the woods being chased by the wolf. This is actually you standing in your own strength. You're older, you're wiser, you've come to peace with the wolf, you've learned that he's not there to kill you. As a matter of fact, he's now become a spirit animal and more of a protector. So what this is about is you coming into your own and standing in your own right. You're not going to necessarily fall for the BS around you. You look at it and go, you call it what it is, friend or foe, protector or not. So this is all about you standing in your own right. The next one I have for you is the Weaver of Boons. This is Spirit saying you're in an area of comfort. Things are going to come your way. There's blessings that are going to come your way. They haven't already started to come your way. So that, you know, there's food on your table, there's a roof over your head, there's the little, not lavish, but everything you need is being granted to you and it's being taken care of. It's sort of a reward. And the last one I have is the Child of Visions. This is Spirit saying, you know, let your guard down a little bit. Go have fun. Go play. Do something that you used to like to do in your childhood. If you look, she's sort of running through the dew in the mornings, carefree. With all of these, it's all about standing in your own right and being carefree. Knowing that, you know, you're going to have a roof over your head and be a little carefree. And then the girl running around, relax, be a little carefree. So I like those cards. They were a good setup. So.
It's just
Come on, Pussy. Come on.
Do you want me to pick her up?
Yeah, see if she'll let you pick her up. We have a cat asking to be petted.
Oh, boy.
And that's my little Gabby girl.
I've never had her ask to be petted.
See, look at the face. Isn't it sweet? Aww. Yeah, she's been needy today for some reason or another. Okay, who's next?
Angie.
Angie.
I always think it's Angie, but it's not. It's Angie.
It's not Angie. Yeah. Okay, Angie. The first card I have for you is the King of Swords. Rise above that situation. You don't have to. You can just cut away the stuff that doesn't work. Cut off those people that are bothering you. You don't have to participate in the argument. This is the Judgment card. Is it? Yes. No. Justice card. There was a judge in there somewhere. This is the Justice card, about remembering that. Try and take a look at the things around you that are. Look at them a little differently and put yourself in their shoes, and then how would the situation be then? So remember to be fair to other people as you're not participating in arguments with them, but understand where they're coming from. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Yep, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about use your wisdom, go get it. Don't wait for the situation to explode. Diffuse it ahead of time. Use your words and your logic to take away their explosive nature. If that makes any sense. I certainly hope so.
I think Tina asked for a love reading.
Is that who's next for me?
No, she was like the second person. Okay, through like 1 through 4, it was weird.
How do you mean weird?
I was here, but it was like I was watching from someone else's eyes. It really felt like something was wrapped around my neck, and then I just felt nothing.
Yeah, we noticed you were spazzing out. So where did you go?
I was here, but I was looking through someone else's eyes.
What did okay.
And then it felt like I couldn't breathe, and I was like, get out.
Well, yeah,
And
you
then
know how it is for me when they come.
I did that into my palm, and then the cat jumped up, and she never does. And that
Yeah.
sort of brought me back.
Okay, cool.
So Tina asked for a love reading. I'm sorry I missed that.
Okay, who did Tina? I did.
You did.
Well, if you were, you know what? I knew that. Without reading your stuff, I knew that because Tina, I can tell you exactly. I don't remember the cards, but I remember what they were saying. They were saying it's time to go get what you want. It's time to put down the stuff that doesn't serve you. The grief is standing in your way, and you are. It's not serving you anymore. It's time to move on. It's time to go get what you want. It's time to fill your life with love and joy.
And if you remember from last week, because I do, even the deceased hubby was like, I'm cool with this. Go do it. I'm happy for you. So you can keep asking the same question over and over, and you're going to keep getting the same answer over and over, which is, go do it.
Yeah.
I get that it would feel like betrayal and cheating. However, the term till death do you part really does mean till death do you part.
And he died, not you.
Yes.
Right.
And he's like, let's go.
She says she knows that she's not. She has 2 choices and she's torn.
Oh,
2 different guys?
that's a good problem to have.
That's not what she said. I was just throwing that out there.
Go with the one that treats you like a queen. One of them treats you like okay, you're a person, you're a girlfriend, big deal. The other one treats you like a queen. Go with the one that's going to treat you well. Because you deserve to be treated like a queen, not like an ordinary person. And I'm thinking, I don't know why they're telling me go with the blonde one. I don't even know if one of them is blonde, but go with the one that treats you better, period. The one who's going to be there when you're sick, the one who's going to be there in 50 years.
It's all that tequila I drink. For those of you that don't know, I never ever.
She doesn't drink.
I don't drink it on not beer, not short of like unsweet tea or maybe a soda every once in a while. But I have no. It just.
You just hiccup.
I just hiccup. It just came out of nowhere. Sound like a little mouse.
It did.
Have
You were
ever watched
possessed by a mouse. Oh,
Dumbo when he drinks and he's got those hiccups and he's like, and then the bubbles come out. That's what it was like. Sorry. It was like
okay,
Dumbo.
so apparently I'm the normal one tonight because she's been someplace else and she's got bubble hiccups.
That would be cool if we could have made it like bubbles on the screen.
I'm sure there's some kind of special effect somewhere. We can do that
Okay,
with-
sorry. Who's next?
That is the last person on our list.
That's it?
Yeah, there's only 7 people watching.
Oh,
Including
wow.
me. And that's 6 people.
So that's 6 people watching. Well, all right.
Pretty,
Slim pickings tonight. Everybody's doing now. I did advertise this, I guess, around 2:30,
Yeah, I saw it. So-
something like that. So it was a little bit later, but I advertised it a few more places. I'm always looking for places to advertise. That's why when you guys come on, I appreciate it when you share or start a watch party with your friends so that the word gets out about what we do and we can serve more people.
Tina said, enough said.
Did that make any sense, Tina?
Miss Christine says, tell your mama to lay off the hard stuff. I have been trying. She just won't listen.
Yeah. The hard stuff.
Oh, maybe the barbecue sauce had
Straight
something in it.
No, it didn't. Other than vinegar, it did not have any type of any.
No, the smokehouse does. Is definitely vinegar based. Oh well, good, Tina. I'm glad it helps. Sorry, I moved it over here so I could see
It's
what was
okay.
going on.
Because you can't really
Because
read
I'm
them there.
clueless. But yeah. Oh god, yeah.
I pulled 3 cards for somebody.
You pulled 3 cards for somebody. So ask yourself, who did you pull those cards for? And what's the name?
Me? No.
What's the name?
Jessica. She's
There you go.
not on.
She's not. I invited her specifically.
But I know she also gets migraines at the drop of a hat and debilitating migraines.
But you can also, after the show, contact her and ask her if she wants her 3 cards.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is just do this. I'm going to take a picture. Sorry guys, give me a
Yeah.
second. And then we
We're
can get
having a
going.
moment.
Okay.
What's she want?
Spirit guide reading.
Okay.
That is for...
Lovely little Christina, who was over here last Saturday. She's a sweet, sweet, sweet person. She is a friend and a coworker. And I had Christina and Christine sitting in my dining room. We were all eating food.
Did you get their names mixed up?
I got Christine's Nas mixed up because I introduced her as Christine when I knew her name was Christina, and I felt embarrassed and silly.
I had
I should remember
last year,
people's names.
I had an Andrea and an Andreas.
Oh, Lord.
You had trouble. I'd look at them and go, she will take you down. Because I couldn't remember if it was like Andrew and Andrea or Andrea and Andreas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if I seem like I'm not here or squiggly wormy, my pain meds did not work today.
Do you need
Oh, you're fine.
That reminds
Just
me.
my pain meds haven't kicked in.
I'm supposed to try to fix that when we're done.
My pain meds?
Yeah, no, your pain. So they tell me.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've done that. For anybody.
I would appreciate it because I'm not doing real well right
She
today.
said she doesn't mind being called Christine.
Yeah, but I do.
I don't think
Yolanda said, I don't think they saw me. It's entirely possible. I mean, we honestly can't necessarily get anybody, so I guess
So,
put
Yolanda-
on the list.
we
So,
can add you to the list.
Yolanda, we did read for her.
Oh.
We did. Okay.
She was right before Angie. I keep wanting to say Angie and I don't get
Aggie,
it.
yeah.
No, not
So
Aggie. Angie. But it's not. It's Angie.
Angie, very lovely person too.
I'm sorry.
She was one of the resources I used in one of the books I wrote.
Really?
She's a very nice person, yes. Yolanda, we did read for you, so if you run it, sorry about that. If you'll run it back and pick it up around, what time is it?
No one on 30 minutes. To do 7?
Run it back about 7:50. And see about 30 minutes in, about 20 minutes in, and see if you can't find it.
And my mom read you. So look for that.
The blonde one, not the pink one. Although my hair doesn't look very pink right now. I need to repink myself apparently.
It still looks kind of pink. It's like a light pink.
Probably looks more gray than pink.
No. More pink than green.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
Oh wow, you have 5 kids. No wonder you missed it. Yeah. That would confuse down on me.
I'm fine with that.
I have 2. See. So Christine, you said you wanted to hear from your spirit guides. That's not a reading, correct?
Hang on. Spirit guide reading.
Spirit guide reading. Okay, then what are the spirit? Is it me? Or
It is my mom.
it is Sarah, a spirit guide reading for Christina.
Okay.
Better get this one right too.
I'm always right. What are you talking
And
about?
she's really good at the spirit guides.
Yes, she is.
I'm not. She's very
That's
good.
because
No,
I
you will.
talked to
You
them.
I
are working on
will,
it.
but not right now.
Do what? Are we
I talk
probably
with them all the time.
My spirit gets
Yeah.
constant. I'm constant. I'm like, hey, if you need help with something, seriously, ask them. They can't do it if you don't ask them. And I send them out with tasks. I think my poor spirit guides are probably like as thin as Kaci because I run them ragged.
I was outside on the porch last night talking to him. I'm pretty sure any neighbors that were watching was like, "Girl is weird," because I spoke out loud.
The crazy cat lady's talking to herself.
Exactly.
Ah, cool. So the first one I have for you is the 6 of Visions. This is saying, look back into the childhood and do things that you used to like to do. Entertain that inner child. Read the books. Go for walks. Your spirit guides are saying, nurture that little inner child, the one that was you, that is still part of you, that as adults we always seem to crush. Not necessarily on purpose, but as you grow up, you're told, don't be so childish, don't be so foolish. This card, they're wanting you to be a little childish. Go enjoy yourself. Do something that you run through the mud.
I was trying to see
Stomp
this
in a puddle.
poster. Sorry. We're talking amongst ourselves over here.
Very loudly. You're interrupting me.
Sorry.
Okay, the next one I have for you is the 2 of Visions.
Are you having trouble concentrating? We're ignoring you.
Obviously. This is all about...
Okay, Christina's joy guidance apparently showed up.
They're interrupting.
We wouldn't do that, would we?
Well, if you're a kid, you
Yeah.
most kids had joy. So this is about the 2 of Visions, agreements and pacts, friendship. Sometimes it's about contracts, but I don't think this is about contracts. This is more like a school friend, someone from way back. Just out of curiosity, maybe you would or would not know, did one of your friends from school or when you were a kid die? Because the next one I have is actually all about spirit guides. This is your spirit guide saying, hey, we're about to start a journey. So if you see he's on the precipice of this journey going in through the forest. So it's saying, hey, there was a child that was a friend that could now possibly be your spirit guide. Think on it. Let me know. if there was someone from your childhood, not necessarily another child, could be, that actually passed on and is now there to guide you. Because that's what I'm thinking. Thinking it was a child who was close to you. Okay. There you go, Christina. Let me know if that makes sense in any way. I'm really curious now about that one. Because usually it doesn't come up as like, this is a person. So, I'm curious. Let me know. What did Tina say? I can't read it.
You sure it's Christina's? Della's was really happy like that.
Yes, Della would channel the joy guides all the time. She would, and I don't think she even realized she was doing it. So, I'm sorry, I just had something very strange happen to me. Seriously. And, okay.
That is the last.
But Della would, the reason I say it was Christina's joy guide was that we were all laughing and giggling and interrupting her.
I was not.
And interrupting her, which generally means a joy guide is trying to get somebody's attention. No, what happened was my ears popped, literally both of them, and I realized it sounded. I sound like I should be whispering. Am I talking really loud?
No.
I like her better, because it
I got
everything is
very
echoing
serious with that reading for some reason. It was like, this is who I am, and there you go. And you guys were like, dee, 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 and I was like, shut up. Which is usually not exactly me for stuff like this.
No, you usually try to join in or just
Yeah. It was very like serious to the point, like they wanted you to know that it's like someone from your childhood who is now your spirit guide that you know, boom. And they were.
Well, Miss Edith wanted to read the thing, the little post, but she couldn't figure it out.
I couldn't figure out how to get it out technically.
And then you were like, "What are you doing?"
Okay, who's next? Can we keep going?
That is the last person we have on our list right now.
Okay. I've had some memories triggered now. Too. Something happened to me. I don't know what it was.
We just need to bubble
It
back.
doesn't even like come up. And he goes, I'm like,
Okay, yeah, something weird is. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn it off. Anyway, something odd is the energy is really weird around here because I've got this now. It sounded like the earmuffs were taken off my ears and everything's really loud and echoey right now. It's strange, my hearing. I know I've got the Meniere's disease thing going on, but it's like, I don't know. Anyway, I need to talk softly. And then you had your thing, and now you've got the bubbles. And
yes. So before we move on, does anybody else want a reading?
Because I think we've got time.
yeah, I'm sure. What don't even
Or if you
know.
have questions.
Yeah, I mean, we entertain questions, and we're very entertaining with our answers too. So.
Or we're just entertaining in general.
Yeah.
So as Christine asked, you sprayed the nitrous gas at your place.
It's the healing. Oh, we're not talking high. Never mind.
No, we're talking the
It's
happy laughing
it,
gas.
It would be nitrous oxide, yes. We need to be issued like a canister of that every birthday as a gift from the universe. Just every time something starts to bother us, take a hit, and we're like, oh, happy, happy, joy, joy. You know what nitrous oxide is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's called pot.
Well, yeah, I guess, but, nitrous oxide's at least legal here in this state.
It makes you calm, so,
It does. I remember sitting in the dentist chair, high as a kite on this stuff, thinking, this guy he could bring in the entire office, I'd be gang wrecked, and I wouldn't care.
That's an odd thought.
It was, even for back then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now it's not such an odd thought, considering what I do for a living, but it's like,
No, I was at the dentist and
Good stuff.
I was getting teeth pulled. They put me on the laughing gas, and I laughed so hard. The assistant actually came and shut the door and asked if I could be a little quieter. I was laughing.
I've had that issue too throughout my life. I do tend to talk loud. I'm sorry. It's just the way it goes.
When you sage your house, do you sage outside too?
Exactly. It depends. I live in an apartment community now, so I have neighbors. So no, but I do sage my doors. When I lived in a house, we would sage outside all around and whatnot. And we didn't care what the neighbors thought. I have to live with these people right now. And I don't want them thinking I'm smoking strange things because that's illegal in this apartment complex. So I do inside, but I seal the doors and windows so that nothing can get in. What do you do?
It depends on how strong the energy is. If I just want to do a general cleaning, I'll sage just a bedroom or just a living room. There are times where I'm like, no, it's all got to go out. And then there are times, like I have neighbors next door that quite literally suck the energy from me. And when I feel that and I know it's starting to happen, I start in my bedroom, I do the house, and then I go and I sage all of my property outside, and then I put salt on the edges, and then, I mean, there's this whole ritual I do to like block it.
Do you remember to do your roof too?
Yes, you know how I do my roof? You know those spray bottles like what you use when you use water fertilizer on your yard? I put the salt and sage oil mixture in that, and I turn it on powerfully and I shoot it up and over on the roof so it does the whole roof. So that's how I sage and salt my roof. It's with the power sprayer.
That's not a bad idea. Yes. Her mom is very smart.
I would have just taken the stuff and thrown it and hoped I hit the roof.
Nope. Because I also use that and I spray the fence so that it makes a barrier.
Now, you see, I spray my ceiling because I have people that live above me. I spray my ceilings
So,
with salt water and rosemary, essential oil. Very powerful.
so
All
I
right.
hope that answered your question. Sometimes.
I wonder if there's a time we're going to be doing this on the full moon. That
There
would-
have been.
Oh yeah, I'm
We've
sure.
done it.
Yeah, we do this every Wednesday, so it's not like we haven't hit a full moon or a new moon. At some point, the calendar's right. I don't know. The calendar's right around the corner.
The next one.
We have.
No, there's.
Yeah.
So now is the time when we will switch over and Kaci, did I tell you and your mom have a new name?
Oh, what is it?
Kara.
Casey and Sarah.
Kara.
Kara. I called you guys
You
Kara
stepped
the
in
other
front
day.
now. It used to be Stacy. Now
No,
it's Kara. All right,
Anyway.
so for spirit guide readings,
I'm ready.
I
Your
have
favorite.
Birdie, Tina. Oh, hold on. Birdie who wants to talk to Donna Goins. Tina who wants to talk to her spirit guides, and Christine, her spirit guides are spirit animals. So if there's anybody else that wants to talk to someone that's crossed, please let us know.
Yes, Christine, I do.
What kind of helpers?
I don't know, but it's huge.
Great Dane huge or like giant pit bull huge?
Well, it's skinny. It's not like a. It's more like. From what I've seen of it, the face looks like a pitty, the body looks like a greyhound or a skinny gray dog.
Maybe it's just malnourished.
No, I don't think so. She takes it for walks, which means she cares about it. So I don't know, but I know it's a big. I mean, she doesn't clean up after it, so it leaves giant turds. So it has to be like a small pony. It comes up to about right here on her at the shoulder when you see her walking.
Yeah.
So that's hip height for those of you who can't see those big giant things down here on my hips.
All right. So the first person is Birdie, and she wants to talk to
Donna Goins.
Donna Goins, who died August of 2018.
Is Donna available to talk with Birdie? know why I want to go like, yo, Donna, pay attention, Donna. Was she hard to get through to? My hands are too dry to snap my fingers. That's why they just made that weird. Thank you. It was like somebody had to like work hard to get her attention, and she's still ignoring me. She's here. She's just ignoring me.
Did she like, you know those buttercups that grow in the front yards? Those little pink flowers that got like 4 beautiful...
Morning glories. Also known as buttercups because you stick them on your nose and they move.
No, morning glories are different than buttercups. Buttercups are the little yellow ones that you put under your chin to see if you like butter. Morning glories grow along a fence and they're like a trumpet vine. For those who live in North Carolina, that's what we... But morning glories, they grow on vines, on fences.
Mm. Oh. See, our morning glories grow on vines, but they go on the ground. And they're pretty much one of the same because and they can be pink or purple, or in Texas they're usually a bluish. And you pick them up, and if you smell them with your nose, they leave butter. They leave pollen on your nose like a butter.
Oh, okay. I wonder if you're talking about what I know to be phlox. Things are differently named out here than they are back east, yeah. So I don't know.
Brittany says sometimes.
So anyway.
Okay. You getting warm? Okay. Oh, snap, crackle, pop.
So, she did like the little pink flowers. They grow in our front yards here. They're like little, about like that big, beautiful little pink petals with like a really bright yellow inside, and they only bloom in the spring. That is it. Other times they're dead, they're gone, but they're adorable. I'm just getting a picture of a big, beautiful little buttercup with bright green not flowers.
Bright yellow flowers?
No, bright green flowers apparently. Bright green leaves
on
the flower.
Well, that could also be symbology for everything is fine and I'm off smelling the roses kind of thing. Yes, I can fall off a chair. I went to shift because my butt hurts. Okay, Bertie, we hope that helps because it didn't make much sense to us. Sarah made it back from wherever it was she disappeared to.
Do I need to prop you up so you don't?
Apparently. You see, you left, I fall over. All right, who's next? Tina wants to speak with her spirit guides. And I am at this particular point looking at... Okay, do you move the table this way just a little, please? Just thank you. I'm sorry, I have some neurological issues.
Brittany says she loved dogs.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I have no idea because I missed that whole conversation.
That's okay. A bear. I'm looking at a bear for Tina. It kind of like a bear. Are you seeing a bear? Are you seeing
I felt an animal. I just didn't know what it was.
Okay, well, it was a bear. Bears tend to be very protective. They tend to be healers, very much so. Bear energy is very good. Meat's also tasty. It's really odd because the girl that brought the bear meat and her husband, her family totem was a bear.
What you are. What you eat.
My spirit animal's a bear.
Huh?
My spirit animal's a bear.
Oh, well, yeah, a teddy bear.
No.
No, not anymore?
It's not a teddy bear. He's the size of he's huge.
Okay. Tina, if you have felt like there has been, apparently that didn't work.
You're still hot? I did. It's set to 68.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus. Okay. Apparently the energy is rather high at the moment. And Tina, if you have felt like you haven't been protected or extra loved or whatever, that is probably your spirit animal making itself known. And also, since it made itself known, you might have been in a somewhat dangerous or fearful position. And they came forward to protect you. And that's all I'm getting, is that there is a bear around you.
All I knew is there was some kind of animal. And I was trying to pinpoint what it was, and you said bear, and that makes sense.
Okay.
There's a lot of things here.
Yes.
Before we did this, while you were saying the thing, I sat down and I did a whole thing, and I'm wide open, and there's a ton here.
There is. I can when I'm asking, because I tend to run cold, so when I'm the only one asking for the AC to go down and kick on, the energy is very, very high, which generally means it's busy, like Grand Central Station busy.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Tina, I hope that makes sense to you. Well, that might be where the bear has shown himself. He's there to protect you from it. So sage your house, sage yourself. As a matter of fact, you can sage yourself every day if you want. If one of you would like to go get we'll show what it's like to sage yourself personally. Over on that little shelf over the desk, there's some sage in that cast iron thing. And a lighter. Oh, we got a lighter from in here somewhere.
We got a candle.
It's right
We have a
here.
candle. God, I don't know about that. We have a
Watch
candle.
this. Watch the magic. You got a
Watch the
candle.
magic.
She's so smart.
She is, I'm telling you. She has some sage leaves. This should be white sage. Came in a loose packet at the powwow. And she has set it on fire.
Alright, toss it. We can only see the top half. So anyway. Front of hands. Arms. Front of hands, back of hands. Arms. Around your neck. You can do your front. I'm not going to show you. You do your feet.
Under your feet, the bottom.
The bottom of your feet, the top of your feet.
Front of your legs, back of your legs.
Yep. The back side of you all the way around. The front side of you all the way around.
Don't catch your clothes on fire, that won't work.
You're going to be hot. You might as well do it.
That is how you personally sage yourself.
And see, what I'll do it just a little bit
It's
different.
like, yeah.
It's what feels right for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you get all the important parts. Energy comes from hands, feet, head, heart.
Does not take the place of a salt bath.
You know, when you were talking about saging yourself, I was like, a salt bath.
I thought, just chug a thing of salt in salt water.
That'll
Salt
give you
bath.
the runs. Put it nicely.
Didn't
Salt
give me.
water run.
It just tasted really, really bad.
So you
Well-
can easily just take a salt bath, and if you have a few drops of like rosemary or sage essential oils, all it takes is like 1 or 2 drops in the bath water.
Yeah,
You're,
yeah. And you can even buy Epsom salts like that already. So, you know,
It's
and
called-
Epsom salts is a salt. So,
so it's called white sage. You can do the same thing with dried rosemary. If you were to follow the European path, the pagan path, the Celtic, which that's a whole nother long story about. Celts weren't just Irish. The Celtic traditions and religion was all over Europe until Rome started to invade. But if you're going to go more the European style, they worked mostly with rosemary. Rosemary is a very, very powerful, good idea. It's a very powerful way to smudge, not just with sage. There's a lot of people that are starting to believe only Native Americans can sage with sage,
White sage.
white sage. I say we can all do whatever. I won't get mad if Native Americans use
black sage.
Rosemary.
Exactly. It's everybody uses what feels right for themselves.
It does not have to be white sage.
No, it doesn't. It should be regular sage. But I bought the white sage at the last powwow, and they sold it to an obvious white person, so you tell me it's okay to use. But that's the basic personal saging. And then if you want to do your house, you just go around the house and kitchen, sink.
Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use my. Oh no.
And there's such a thing as too much.
There is
sage.
such a thing as too much smoke.
Oh yeah, we don't need to set off.
The smoke alarm, which
Hey,
is right
you
there.
go. Yeah. There you go, Tina. You can choose whatever you want. You're part Irish and part Cherokee, so you know
There
what?
you go.
You can use them both. No, in all honesty, I believe it's not taking. There's a way to take someone's beliefs and just crush them and rearrange them. There's a way to do it where you can honor.
Cultural appropriation.
Yes, but there's a way it can be done with respect. So I have
And
no
it's not,
problem.
it doesn't always, it's not just this lifetime. We were all Native American in some life at some point, because at one point that's all there was the Aborigines, the Native peoples. There was a time when white people weren't here, so we all came from the land, so why not use, all land is sacred. There's nothing that isn't sacred on this planet. There's only what we set aside for specific reasons. And if you feel led to say that no, that's Native American only, then that's the way you want to go. I'm also, no honey, we can get to you. And did you ever get back to me about noon tomorrow, did I say? So if you feel that the Native American way to go is for you, then it's probably your higher self or your spirit calling to you in some way. Does that make sense? She's got you down, Stephanie. All right, now we're on to Christina G. wants to talk with her spirit guides or her spirit animal. Who?
Stephanie B.
No, I'm here. We're here right now.
Spirit guides,
Christine.
spirit
It's
animal.
Christine.
What is that?
But you put SKY.
Skyle? That was, I think, the name of her spirit animal?
Oh. Okay, so would Christine Graham's spirit animals come forward? What are you seeing? Just say it.
I'm trying to.
Just say it. Say it.
I don't know what it is.
Describe it. Put that concept into words.
It's three people just standing in a line. One's got his arms crossed, and the other two are just kind of standing there. They're standing there. I'm trying.
What are they doing? What are they saying? Are they gesturing?
They're saying something. I was hoping when you said something about spirits, and I was like, oh, please say it, you can say it. I'm trying to find a way to say it. They're sounding half like Charlie Brown's parents, the wah, 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 and the half of I can somewhat pick out some
Okay.
and I'm trying to
Ask your guides, while I'm giving what I saw, ask your guides to translate for you so that you can understand what they say. What I'm seeing is from an old cartoon of where there was a blue bald eagle or some kind of blue bird who wore stripes. And he was marching around giving orders. He was a general in some, it's kind of weird, but that's what I'm seeing. It was an eagle. Because he had the eagle beak. This is beak. And so he's like marching around being general-like and giving orders to all the other ones. Now, as far as his name goes, I have zero idea. Because I know your other one is like some kind of cat thing. But your spirit, those would be your spirit animals. So it's entirely possible that this cartoon character that I'm seeing is actually the one who orders things about and gets things done for you.
Maybe that's the one that had its arms crossed.
That could be. I don't know, but he's just marching around giving orders to everybody.
The only thing I can understand is the word all right. It's something, all right, something. And I've been trying, but it's something, all right, something.
It's gonna be all right.
Maybe. Probably. I can at least pick out
If all
one
you-
word, and it's the same all right.
So, all right, things
Kinda
are
like-
gonna be all right.
You're good. You're done.
So apparently, Christine, there's a lot of people working on your behalf. So pay attention when they speak, please.
Okay, Tina, the thing about feathers, that's personal preference. I carry so much more energy in my hands that when I sage, I prefer to use my hands to do it. I do know people that have feather wands, that use feather wands. A lot of magic is personal preference.
I just blow on it. And it gets it farther
Yeah.
out.
So,
Yeah, some people need the prayer fans to send it out. The prayer fans are also ritualistic because you put your prayer, when you're saying the prayer, you hold the prayer fan in front of you and you speak your prayer into the prayer fan, and that's when you use the prayer fan. Or smudging fan or anything like that. So it is all very personal preference. I do both depending upon what I feel is right at the time and who I'm with. Usually I just use my hands and my breath.
I have two
Good students.
very different owl feathers. When they were gifted to me, the owl actually, I saw the owl and then I saw the feathers.
Mm-hmm.
I tried for a while to use the owl feathers when I saged the house, and that was not what they were meant to be used for. It was never comfortable. I did not like doing it, so you'll know it. You'll know it's right when you do it and it feels right, because when it's wrong, it feels wrong. So,
To my estimation, even when I wasn't doing this woo-woo work, there is nothing more powerful than your hands and your breath. Because that's where all the energy and intention are. But some people feel the need to hang on to crystals while they work. Like this, so.
but that's not a crystal. That's amber.
This is black amber. It is technically not a crystal, it's a resin, but it conducts electricity. So tonight I figured it would help me get in touch with my spirit guides if I'm slightly closed off because I was hot. And when I get hot, I'm really weird. I get really, really grumpy when I'm hot. I mean, really grumpy. So.
I've been very serious tonight,
You have been.
and that's not normally the way I am on
Me
that.
too, a little bit. Like, I'll go in and out of that. I gotta rewatch the first, 10, 15 minutes of this.
Well, I remember last week I missed something. Was it last week?
Yeah,
I
it was
wasn't
last
here.
week. You were like, goodbye.
Yeah. So yeah, it happens. Yes, that helps too. I mean, we obviously believe in the energy of the crystals because you can see this little Karn thing she's got going here, and she's got her crystals out, and I got my crystal ball sitting here.
So Jennifer, that's an interesting one. Can you connect with animals that have passed? I have personally never tried to connect with somebody else's animal that has passed. I know every once in a while I had a Great Dane German Shepherd that was mine for many reasons, and I know when he's around, whenever he comes around. But I've never tried to contact someone's animal that's passed. So Jennifer, the question is, do you have an animal? I mean, we could give it a try.
I occasionally call the cats by the wrong name, by the cat I used to own. So, but I haven't done that in a long while. So, I don't know. I'm not an animal communicator, so I have zero idea.
My first cat, Treble, he was my cat. Like, when he died, that hurt, and he was, I could
He
always,
died under our bed.
I
lying
came
in
home
Daryl's
from
bed.
school and he was curled up right next to the bed, and I went to go wake him up, and Mom was like, no, you have basketball, we need to go, let him rest. I come back and Dad said he threw him away in a trash bag. Oh, and that messed me up for weeks.
We lived on base. We could not bury him. There's nothing else we could do.
And I was more mad at them because they didn't let me
We
say
had
goodbye.
just moved. There wasn't money to have him cremated, and we lived on base. I was not about to start digging around on a military base. So
In the middle of the night on a military base with a shovel. Okay, God. Yeah, I know. Usually if you take them to the vet or go to the vet, they'll give you a little box or whatever. And with Della's, we were on the way to the vet when Sweetie died. And they took her and they did a little paw print of her. That's when I fell apart when I saw the paw print. But they cremated her and gave her a little urn and whatnot.
we did that with Bear, my Great Dane German Shepherd. We've done that with most of the dogs. But we had just moved like 2 months earlier. I had quit my job. I had just had heart surgery. There wasn't $100 to spare. They
Well,
didn't
if
go
we-
to meat or food. You
If
know?
we had that $100, it probably would have gone to trying to save the cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to begin with. But
Probably
anyway.
would've
So that was a long way
Too
around.
much
Yeah.
information. So she wants to try to talk to her dog Pete, who passed last year.
Okay.
And you're on.
You're good with
I'm-
animals. See if Pete's hanging out. This is a first for us, so. Yep. Then say what it is you are getting.
Do you have like a favorite red toy, like a red tennis ball? I'm getting red. I'm getting happy and red, so of course I think toy.
So let us know. In the meantime, we can read Stephanie. Whose turn was it to read?
I think I read last. I did, so it's your turn.
It's my turn to read Stephanie.
I like that little thing, ESES, that when we keep track of who did what, did what, did what.
Well, yeah.
So much nicer than trying to guess who's gonna do what. There is a lot of energy.
And all my walls are up. I don't know who, what, but
Yeah.
when I did that one reading in YouTube, that was like the, and it ain't budget.
No, I opened mine up full power.
The first one I have for you, Steph, is the magician. The magician creates the life they want. It creates the correct conditions for your wants and desires to be fulfilled. But you've got the power to do whatever it is you want. And then we have the hanged man, which is maybe sometimes if it's not working for you, look the other direction, look in a different direction, look at it a little differently. And you might be able to see what areas you can fix so that the conditions you're making are favorable for you. And then the last card I have for you is the Three of Wands, which is a little more further afield. Spend some time looking outward. Spend some time studying what's out there and incorporate it into what you do. Take some time to look at your business and where can you take it and how can you take it further. I hope that makes sense.
So Jennifer says, I don't recall him having a favorite red toy, but he loved tennis balls. It was a very happy dog. Thank you so much.
Well, wherever he is, he has a big red tennis ball and he's happy.
I'd be happy if I had a big red tennis ball and I was a dog.
And Stephanie says, it makes sense.
Oh, good stuff. And I'm glad you're better, sweetie. I really am. I've had food poisoning several times in my life, and it is far from Whoa, really? Have we talked that much?
Mm-hmm.
It's far from fun, so I'm glad you're better.
What time is it?
It's 8:45. It's 9:10.
The hour and 15 minutes flew by.
Jeez.
You're welcome, Stephanie.
Okay, so before we call it quits for the night, does anybody else want to talk with a spirit or spirit guide? I had food poisoning at the age of 20, just after I turned 21, to the point it damn near killed me.
Yeah.
I was so dehydrated, they actually had to do a line in my jugular because all the other veins had collapsed. And I was medically rushed to Lake Tahoe, which ironically was where I got food poisoning from to begin with. So I went from Lake Tahoe to Covell, California, to Gardnerville, Nevada, back to Lake Tahoe. Because we
In
lived
very
out
short order, because it generally about 12 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I crawled into the bedroom and was like,
Let me die now.
take me to the hospital. And I never, at that point in time, asked to go to the hospital. So.
Yeah. No, I would have been quite happy to die at that point, the first time. You guys are welcome. We thank you very much for being here for us and giving us this chance to serve you and to serve Spirit and to practice our craft. If you would like a private reading with any of the three of us, contact me and we will make arrangements. If you feel that you've gotten some kind of benefit from this, please consider a donation because we need new equipment. I need studio lights and we need
A cool card setup. And
a little
just-
cool card setup and a webcam and a few other things. So thank you very much for being here and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Somebody hit the finish button. Take care.